So this week we're talking about the ways walking with God can grow our faith with each step we take, step by step. I remember when I was in middle school, there was this girl named Kayla, and I had been crushing on her all year. It finally came time for our winter formal, so I decided that now would be the time to ask if she wanted to go with me. She said yes, and I was the happiest that I thought I would ever be. Wouldn't it be great if things in our lives were always happy and going smoothly? We might think that when certain things happen in our lives, it's gonna make our lives better than we had ever dreamed. Like getting the girl or the boy that you've been crushing on, or getting an A in class that you've been studying really hard for, or maybe getting to have your own cell phone for the first time. But a lot of times we'll get what we wanted, or we'll do the things that we've been wanting to do, and we still don't feel right. Things don't feel as happy as we thought they would. And sometimes we get the things we wanted and it turns out great. But regardless of how things work out in our lives, we are often left with a feeling that something is missing, that there is more to life than this. Well, in this series, we've been asking the question, where did you see God today? It's a question that helps us look for God in every part of our lives, the good, the bad, and everything in between. In a letter that Paul wrote to the Galatians, he gave us an idea of what God's best for us actually is. And the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Like a fruit tells us a lot about the tree that it comes from. The qualities a person has tells us a lot about them as well. All of the good stuff that Paul listed, love, joy, patience, peace, kindness, come from the Holy Spirit at work within us. We don't have to try to become or develop these qualities on our own. The Holy Spirit transforms us as we become more like Jesus. We all have qualities of the fruit of the Spirit that come naturally and those that don't. The fact is, we can't have all of these qualities all of the time on our own. Paul explained, since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. If we want to find the best things for our lives and in the world, we have to walk in step with the Spirit and live our lives the way that God calls us to live. Jesus shared what it means to stay in step with the Spirit. He said, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Like branches need to stay connected to the source of life to produce fruit, we need to stay connected to God for the qualities of the Spirit to grow in us. When we stay connected to the Spirit, God's fruit will show up in our lives because the Holy Spirit can change us. Growing in faith takes one step at a time, and it doesn't have to happen right away. First, consider how you want to grow in faith by doing these things. The first thing is be honest about the areas in your life where you need God's help to grow the fruit of the Spirit. And the second thing is get connected to God so that you can see the best things grow in your life. And the third is look for ways that you see the Holy Spirit changing you and growing fruit in you. Think about this as you head out. What's one way you can connect with God this week?